I mean, that's kind of like the gateway to the soul's food.
It is. It
is. If you can, if whatever I do start dating and stuff or getting serious, I'm going to have to come to you to learn how to, to cook. Cause
absolutely. I got you.
Terrible. I'm terrible. So
I'm sure you're better than you think.
So on this channel, there's some things that I want people to get. One is that I want them to be entertained. I want them to learn something. I want them to get something out of the channel.
Right.
And I think one of the reasons why I wanted you on here is because I think people can get a lot out of you, of your journey, where you started, where you are now. I mean, obviously you look fantastic.
Well, thank you.
And I see you in the gym all the time, and you're crushing it. You're making it happen.
Right.
You are the man. I mean, just throwing big weights around. But it's also been a journey.
It has been, yeah.
I mean, it's not been like one day I'm just going to start lifting weights. I mean, it's been a step with you over the periods. Yeah. Do you want to talk about some of the things that you've done or have witnessed or been through, some of the trials, tribulations?
Yeah, sure.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I am Billy Hardy, and on this episode of Mix and Tricks, I have a good personal close friend of mine. He is a chef. He's a athletic superstar. What, triathlons?
Oh, yeah.
Triathlons, CrossFits, all that stuff, all the fun stuff.
All the good stuff.
Mr. Cam Simpson. Cam, do me a favor. Point up that way for me. See that? That's the subscribe button. Go ahead and press that button. Subscribe to the channel. I need all the subscribers I can get. And over here, right there, see right here? That's going to be a notification bell. Once you press that notification bell, it will notify you whenever I post a video. And guys, I got a lot of videos coming up. So guys, let's start talking. All right, guys, like I said, my good friend Cam is here. We're going to sit and talk, chat. Usually on the channel, you know that I'm bring friends in and we make a cocktail. We just swap stories, or I show you how to make a cocktail, or I show you a magic trick. But this one's a little different. We're going to delve with the chat part of it because Cam's story, and you'll understand why we're not making cocktails today, is truly incredible. So, guys, let's start chatting. Cam, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, man?
Thank you so much for joining me on the channel. I know it's been we've been trying to orchestrate this for a while.
Yeah, we
finally got in the old studio here, aka my kitchen, and got to sit and talk and do some fun stuff. So
yeah, absolutely. I'm glad to be here.
Well, I appreciate it. Tell the people who you are, what you do, how you got started.
Sure. I'm Cam Simpson. I'm from Beaufort, and been here pretty much all my life. Lived in Wilmington for a good amount of years, but got into fitness, gosh, man, since when I was like a kid, really. You know, kind of got it from my mom. She was...
I know she was a trainer.
Yeah, she was always been my inspiration for that. But, yeah, so just kind of been plugging away at it for, you know, many years now and having fun with it, learning. Yeah.
That's awesome. There's nothing like a good, especially when you get the compliments.
Right.
Like when you get people and you because I was... You know, I can tend to go chunky and fat and dumpy, and then I'll tone up. I'm sure it's wintertime getting close. It's probably time for me to dump up a little bit. So but it just feels good. It's like it's like a motivational inspiration to get that feedback from people too.
Absolutely.
So what I'm curious about, I know you work out and fits, but when did you start cooking?
Man, I started cook. That's a great question. I started cooking when I was probably about 10 years old. My dad was a really good cook, and now that I think about it, it makes all the sense in the world that I do what I do. When I was a kid, my parents would let my friends spend the night at the house, and I would back then, I would even write a small menu for my friends and cook it for them, and it would be like a fried bologna sandwich on white bread, hot dogs, you know, kid stuff.
Yeah.
But I thought I was doing something good, you know.
That's like you're the man.
Yeah. So I was
That's weird.
already,
Some people play cops and robbers, and you play
right.
chef.
I played chef.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always liked cooking, and I just always got a kick out of seeing people that were happy with feeding them anything really. But people love food,
Oh yeah. I mean, that's kind of like the gateway to the soul is food.
It is. It
I
is.
mean, if whatever I do start dating and stuff or getting serious, I'm going to have to come to you to learn how to cook. 'Cause
absolutely. I got you.
terrible. I'm terrible. So
I'm sure you're better than you think.
So on this channel, there's some things that I want people to get. One is that I want them to be entertained. I want them to learn something. I want them to get something out of the channel.
Right.
And I think one of the reasons why I wanted you on here is because I think people can get a lot out of you, of your journey, where you started, where you are now. I mean, obviously you look fantastic.
Well, thank
and
you.
I see you in the
appreciate
gym
it.
all the time, and you're crushing it. You're making it happen.
Right.
You are the man. I mean, just throwing big weights around. But it's also been a journey.
It has been, yeah.
I mean, it's not been like one day I'm just going to start lifting weights. I mean, it's been a step with you over the periods.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about some of the things that you've done or have witnessed or been through, some of the trials, tribulations?
Yeah, sure. Like I said, fitness has kind of always been my medicine, just working out. I love to train, man.
Yeah.
I always tell people if I'm not in the gym and I'm not training, something's probably not going good in my life. It's just very healing for me. But like you said, the trials and tribulations of putting on sloppy weight and then getting it off. And, I've been through that many times, My downfall, I started playing around with drugs and alcohol when I was probably, about 12 years old. I really don't know how I got into doing it, but I just did, and I found that I used it as an outlet for many years. So that's been something that I have. It's really been a lifelong battle at this point, but I do it, and I get by every day without that in my life. And the gym is that's a big deal for me.
So I know, like myself, my family has dealt with a bunch of addiction problems. I mean, I've had family members in prison for it.
Right.
But I feel like, somewhat, I feel like I have an addictive personality. Like I can easily get addicted to something, whether it be sugar or whether it be alcohol or something. I mean, I can, go into rages as well. Do you find that working out kind of, you switch it to that would be your addiction?
Absolutely, yeah, it is, yeah, because they say you replace, hopefully, want something bad with something positive and good, and being that there's a good, I can't think of the word right now, but just not overdoing it, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But yeah, it is my outlet, so I've replaced it with that and have for a long time,
Do you think that with the addictions and with what you've gone through, has made you the person that you are today?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, and I say that in a positive light because you're very positive, one of the sweetest people in the gym. I mean, you've always, even from day one, and we didn't even really know each other, waving, hey, how you doing? You've always got that great smile, that great attitude about you.
Yeah.
So I wonder, I often think, is that because of where you have come from? Is that what
absolutely? Yeah. I mean, I carry a lot of gratitude with me every day and humility. There's not a day that goes by where I don't, that I forget where I came from and how bad it was at one point in time.
Yeah.
So it's something that I never forget.
So if you had a chance to go back and talk to the 12-year-old Cam,
right,
what would you tell him?
Don't do it.
Don't do it?
Yeah, don't do it.
Because I often wonder, and I think when I ask that question, especially with people, if it's like, would you tell them not to do it, or would you say, hey, look, this is your road?
Yeah.
Because I really think sometimes we do have a path, but I'm curious, and that's why I asked that question, because curiosity for myself.
Sure.
It's like, would you tell them not to do it, or
Yeah.
hey, the road's going to be rough, but you're going to be okay?
Yeah, I would, for me, say don't do it at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it gets, for me, you know, we're all different, you know, but it's, for me, it gets really bad.
Yeah.
You know, and it totally, my life changes and goes haywire. I don't do no gym. Yeah, I mean, I can barely hold a job down if I start drinking, so
Yeah.
I just can't touch it.
And that's the reason we're
Yeah.
not making a drink today, because I don't want anything, you know, to be the cause about
Right.
it. And that's the drinks. You know, like I say, the channel's not really. The drinks are fun. It's not the catalyst for the show. The show's for people to get something out of it, to learn
Sure.
something, and to be entertained. And
Yeah.
that's so. Yeah, that's. I didn't want to focus on the
Yeah.
alcohol part, but I think your story's fantastic, and hopefully people will get inspiration from that.
Yeah.
You can clean up.
Sure,
You
you
can
can.
do it.
Yeah, there's always hope, you know, and yeah, it doesn't have to be that way. I tell people, if you're battling that with any kind of addiction, you don't have to live that way. You know, it's not easy, you know, to just
Yeah.
stop one day, and I don't think that's really the way to go about it either. I mean, depending on how serious your problem is, but for me, it's, you know, cut and dry. You know, either you do or you don't, because there's no in between maintenance there with it at all.
It's black or white, no gray.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah.
One is too many, and 1,000 is never enough for me. So, and that is true.
So let's switch gears a little bit.
Sure.
Let's switch gears and get a little bit of more
Yeah.
positive. What's your daily routine when you work out?
Man,
and eat and diets and stuff? For the people that want to
Yeah.
get jacked, super jacked, you know, other than I need to get tatted up, because all my friends have these great sleeves, and I'm just like,
Right.
I got a tribal band from when I was in a tribe one day. I don't know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's, for me right now, I've kind of switched it up some, so I'm just working one muscle group a day, weekly. So, and it's very basic stuff. I mean, today I did chest. I like a lot of volume.
Yeah.
I've been lifting long enough, I don't encourage that for everybody and say that's the way. I'm not a pro bodybuilder by any means, but I probably try to work out like them, but
yeah.
But I like a lot of volume, a lot of exercises for the muscles, and yeah. So I mean, today was a chest day, you know, and then I go home and eat a whole lot of food and take a nap. I'm off on Mondays, so I'm able to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love an afternoon nap. It's
Yeah,
like,
me
especially
too.
after the gym.
Especially after the gym, yeah.
So you've been run triathlons?
So yeah, I did triathlon for a little over 10 years, yeah, over a decade, and I was living in Wilmington, and I was a hot mess, man, and I think it was 2006. It was 2006. I got clean for the first time. Mm-hmm. You know, I had no idea what I was doing. Did not understand anything about addiction. I just basically was like, I remember telling my mom, I was like, I think I can just, I have a gene, I got the gene where I can just drink, you know, all night long, and I think I can just drink more than other people. So I didn't have any idea, you know, I was pretty clueless of, you know, addiction and how it went. But anyways, got clean, and I got a gym membership at Wilmington Athletic Club and started working out again. And started getting really fit, and I think I was about 9 months clean, and some guy came down, I still remember his name, Andy McVeigh, great guy, and he would, kind of like you and I, we would see each other every day in the gym, you know, and one day he's like, man, what are you training for, you know? I was like, I don't know, you know? He's like,
I'm just training.
Yeah, he's like, you should do a triathlon. You know, and I was like, what the hell is that? You know, I mean, I had a general idea, but didn't fully understand, you know, the three disciplines.
Yeah.
And he kind of explained it to me, and I was like, man, that sounds hard. I'd love to try it, you know, and that's how it started, you know.
It just went downhill from there.
Yeah, I looked up our local race, and it was a sprint triathlon. It was like a 300-yard pool swim, 12-mile bike, and the sprints are always a 5K run. Mm-hmm. And I trained for it, you know, the best of my ability, and did it. And after that, I was hooked.
Yeah, it was like
I just wanted
the adrenaline
more.
Kicked
Yeah.
So I ran one Spartan race. That's it, one Spartan race. I was totally out of shape. Never. My brother said we're going to run a Spartan race together, which my brother's super jacked or whatever. I'm like, sure, why not?
Yeah.
I will always train for a Spartan race now because that was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
I couldn't even run the mile without almost passing out. I mean, of course, it was in sand.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm dying. I'm going to die. And it was like I think it was, they told us a 3-mile course ended up being a 5.8 mile course.
Oh, wow.
With 27 obstacles.
Yeah, you got to train for that.
Yeah.
You just can't.
I didn't quit though. I didn't quit. I didn't walk off because my son was at the finish line.
Yeah.
And it wasn't because I wanted to see his dad quit. It's because he would have made fun of me the entire way home.
And then you got to carry that for the rest of your life.
Man. So I didn't quit. So that's awesome. I mean, triathlons, I don't think I've ever had the desire to do it. I hate riding bikes.
It's they are super time consuming, and when you get into the longer distances, I did the sprints and what's called an Olympic distance, which is 1,500 meter swim. It's usually like a 30 to 35 mile bike and then 10K run.
Wow.
So, and, you know, that was a good distance. And I really love endurance sports, you know, and I just started, you know, I had some friends I was training with, and they were doing already half Ironmans, you know, and then obviously after that, there's a full iron distance race. Yeah. And man, I already had my sights set on that, you know, I mean, I already knew I was going to do one. You know.
Wow, that's absolutely incredible.
Yeah,
that is incredible.
It's a hell of a day, but it's, you know, back at the training on it, man. It consumes you completely.
Diet, discipline.
Yeah, diet. Well, the cool thing is, I don't know how cool it is, but for me, I love to eat food. So when you're doing that much cardio and running and all, swimming and biking,
that makes sense because I think Michael Phelps eats 12,000 calories a day.
Like 12.
Or when he was in training.
Yeah.
Some incredible amount. It's like,
yeah.
I think I'd pass out just from eating food.
Oh man, I mean, you're burning through so much. You have to fuel yourself. Yeah. But it's you eat a lot. It's a different kind of eating than I do now. At that point in time, it was just whatever calories, you know. So it wouldn't matter. It wasn't chicken breast, broccoli, and rice. It was like pizza and. You just want the calories, you know?
Get it in you.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So, I know, you know, having addictions, you go day by day, but where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years from now, man, all the way to the top, I hope, yeah. Doing something big. You know, man, I got a lot of goals right now and a really clear head. A lot of things I want to accomplish, you know. So I do truly try to live in the day, the present. But and I try not to think too much ahead. But things are going good with work, and I hope to keep prevailing in culinary too.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, I tell everybody the day that I stop learning is the day that I die.
Yeah, that's well said.
And I'm a few years, a lot of years older than you, and I still feel like I'm a kid.
Right.
It's like I'm never going to stop being a kid.
Yeah.
I'm still going to have that kid mentality, not to be childish, but to always want to learn and progress yourself.
Absolutely, so. I'm the same way.
So let's do some. There's a thing that I do shots when we do it, but it's like rapid fire. I think that'd be fun for us to do. You want to do some?
Let's do it. Absolutely.
Okay. So basically, I'm going to shout out two things. You tell me which one you like better.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to start with two things, and you'll get the idea. Ice cream or cake?
Ice cream.
Ice cream. That's for me. I'm the ice cream. It's got to be the ice cream
guy. Yeah.
If you could have a superpower, would it be super strength or to fly?
Man, fly.
Be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be real cool.
I was thinking about that today. I was like, when I was walking up these steps, I was like, I wish I could just fly to the 3rd story.
It'd been a lot easier.
I've been right here.
Yeah,
Been right here.
Could have flown to the gym earlier.
Exactly. Hit my Vegas trips and all that stuff. Cardio or weights?
Weights.
Weights, definitely.
Weights.
You're a rapid fire on these.
Weights.
Let's see. Are you a homebody or do you like to travel?
Travel.
You go see sights and stuff?
I do.
I'm not going to say this because I don't know your girlfriend, but I don't want to get you in trouble. So I was going to say blondes or brunettes, but we'll go blondes and brunettes.
Brunettes.
Is your girlfriend a brunette?
Well, her hair at this point is silver, so.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. So you're safe.
So I'm safe, yeah.
So that's it. That's the shots. That's
Cool.
it. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, that was fun.
Well, Cam, thank you so much for joining us on the channel today.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate you. Keep up the good work, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
I mean, keep that clean,
Yeah.
straight edge. I mean, you're like I said, every time you walk in the gym, people see what you're doing. People are motivated. You're a powerhouse. Anything you'd like to tell them? If they want to follow you somewhere on Instagram or anything you want to tell the
Not really, nah. Just yeah, man. If you are battling with anything like that we were talking about, don't give up on it. Don't be scared to ask for help. And that's
the thing is that is a big thing.
It is,
because this is no secret because I've put on.
Sure.
I mean, I have dealt with depression for a very long time,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes it took me. I'm 48, and it took me just this year where I would actually talk to my friends.
Yeah.
Because I felt so weak, or just like I wasn't worthy, or something. I don't know, just something. But then I just said, I'm just going to talk about it.
Yeah,
and
that's how we get better.
It is, and it's so funny, like especially with addiction or with depression or anxieties or whatever the case may be. There's so many people that are out there that are dealing with the same thing.
Right.
That you think you're on this little island by yourself.
Yeah.
And it feels good. So definitely.
Yeah.
If you are needing help, contact me. Leave this comment down below. We'll do what we got to do.
That's right.
And there's a fly that just flew past my eyeballs. All right, guys, thank you so much for checking out the channel and coming and visiting Cam. Thank you so much once again for coming in. Guys, do us a big favor. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up if you like the video. If you don't like the video, give us a thumbs up anyway. I love you. That's all that matters, right? You got to love me back. So by giving a thumbs up, you'll help me out. Do the fun stuff as well. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Leave me a comment down below. I love to hear from every single one of you guys. And I will see you on the next video.